start rapping, and everybody goes, man, I'm then Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy. He goes, how much you got? Nah, I can't rap for you. I always been a fighter. I play sports though. I play sports. I play sports. Yeah. Yeah. I like this rap. Yeah, yeah. For a long time, I've been work, baby. Yeah, jobs. Yeah, I can't work. That's what I'm saying. So I just do what I know. Yeah, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday as well. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is that one that?
The left press conference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Álvarez just shook up the boxing world after years of trash talk and back and forth. Their much anticipated fight is finally happening. During the press conference, there was a tense face-off, and Crawford said something that really surprised Canelo. Let's go over what happened.
From 147 to 168. The win become undefeated. Wow. I want to go up to 68. So who you play against? Canelo? Well, yeah, win or come. The winner. I want to chat with you, sir. I want to be 3 times undefeated. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say this too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he needs to enjoy his fight. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I think is that the proper type of fight Terence Crawford is fighter is 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 different. 168, but like I say, like he said, like nobody's gonna give me cake for that.
Fight has been growing for years. Both athletes are really strong in their own way. Canelo Álvarez, the king of the super middleweight division, has an impressive record of 62 wins to losses to draws and 39 knockouts. On the other hand, Terence Bud Set, undefeated with a 410 record and 31 knockouts, has been climbing the ranks, showing himself in every weight class.
Hey, I want to see that. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, I'm ready for this? It's a big board. Conversation. It's not just, oh, I'm going to do what you want. Yes, man. Word about Canelo. I'm thinking about Canelo. We just focus on, small ways. Stepping stone to the vision fight. I don't look at fight this.
More than just different fighting styles, it's about preserving a heritage. People in the fighting world have been anxious to see if these two would ever fight each other. Now that both athletes are at the top of their careers, it's finally happening.
She say that he's an offer, possibly face Crawford coming up here. Is that true, or what is going to happen with that? No, I don't have any offer, and look, I'm 100% focused on fighting, and
Let me tell you, when Terence Crawford and Canelo Álvarez walked onto the stage, the excitement was palpable. This wasn't just any press conference, it was the matchup that everyone in the boxing world had been eagerly waiting for since Crawford's amazing win over Errol Spence Jr. in 2023, that when launched Crawford into the spotlight as one of the pound-for-pound kings. But let's be real, critics and boxing pundits have been whispering for years, has Crawford really been tested? Enter Canelo Álvarez, the undisputed super middleweight king, a man who thrives on challenges and was more than ready to put those doubts to rest.
Terence Crawford was what Turkey Ali Sheik got together today, cross town, put out an open challenge to you on the internet. When Turkey Ali Sheik calling you out, what's your response to Terence Crawford's calling? Nothing.
The moment they locked eyes, tension was obvious. Canelo stood there, arms crossed, his signature smirk creeping across his face, while Crawford stayed cool and collected, but you could see the fire in his eyes. The crowd was silent, hanging on every second of this epic moment. Then Canelo made his move. Terence, you've been dodging me for years. You know it, I know it, and these people know it. But now there, no running, no more excuses. Boom, just like that, the room burst. Crawford, who had been seuped until this point, leaned forward, hands clenched on the table, and fired.
9-0. 9-0. How old are you? 25. How old? 25, yeah. 25 years old? I know.
Yeah.
What weight are you? Lightweight?
Yeah.
Where were you on the contender series? The contender series you sent me. Where were you? Oh,
Yeah. I'm ready. Give me a shot, please. Yeah. How's I make that UFC? Can't take that off.
Watching you please, I've been ready, you're the one who's been waiting for the right time. Well, guess what the moment is now, and you're not going to like what's coming. And that was it, the gloves were off. The heat argument that followed was like something out of a movie. Words were flying back and forth so fast that the reporters could barely keep up.
if I'm easy work, I already feel you. I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you know, you would think all that money won't days off. But yet, you want 200 million for Genevieve. We want 150 million to fight me. Let you know right there that I'm a threat. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his neighbors.
Escalated, the room's atmosphere changed. What started as an advertising event turned into a full-blown verbal war. Canelo accused Crawford of cherry-picking his fights, while Crawford shot back, calling Canelo out for avoiding dangerous opponents during his time.
Just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about this matchup? Weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about this? You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody is calling me out and everything. Like they say, I have nothing to win this platform. Not three way plus. But if the money is right, when but I'm focused 100% on the line. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlooking any fighter. So I'm focused 100%. And then we
Security had to step in to keep things from getting physical, but the damage was already done. The message was clear. This wasn't just talk, this fight is personal, and neither Crawford nor Canelo is willing to back down. The crowd was left buzzing, and social media has been on fire ever since, which gets us to the aftermath, because honestly, defend reactions and expert opinions have been straight up wild. The internet has been flooded with hot takes, memes, and debates with fans picking sides like it's the biggest rivalry in sports.
no, that's two more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's gonna be different. I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially in the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo; he's gonna slow down. So I think if anything, Canelo would start fast, bang on him, and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of thing. But there's so many components that make a champion, so many components that make a great, a legend. So much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo has, how we find how they even out something one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. We see how that panned out.
TikTok, Instagram, and every site are buzzing with predictions and F theories. One F, even our Crawford's going to school Canelo. I get a boxing masterclass. I another fire back with Canelo is going to send Crawford back to the welterweight division, crying. It's clear this fight has everyone's attention, and it's splitting the fighting world right down the middle.
Crawford, Crawford is big, big, 143. Strong as well. It's not look. Oh, hopefully, fight happen as long as stays away. He's smart for him. I thought he was a fighter. Solo. He's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything. So it would be a friend.
The fans on no boxing promoters and experts have also jumped into the fray. Promoter Addy Hearn called this fight a once-in-a-lifetime showdown, expecting breaking pay-per-view numbers.
We're going to be able to bridge this weight gap. Yeah. Yeah. Sooner or later. Crawford, but it's the generation break. So maybe find a way to do it. But I feel with Dan Crawford fight last year was in great. People moving a lot.
course, I need to run.
Yeah, like you lose. Cool. It's the right thing.
Famous trainer Freddie Roach weighed in saying Crawford's got the skills, but Canelo's power and experience at higher weights give him the edge. It's the classic fight of skill versus strength. And everyone has an opinion. Tim Bradley, a known Crawford supporter, doubled down after the press conference, claiming Crawford's got
Brother Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo. Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that his weight and then he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can like anybody probably do winning. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel you can't.
the mindset and the strategy to pick Canelo apart, and he's going to show why he's the best in the world. And on the flip side, Bernard Hopkins, a Canelo advocate, was quick to remind everyone of Canelo's heritage. Canelo has met tougher competition and knows how to handle the pressure. Crawford's in for a rude shock. Keeps bringing up Canelo. I think that's weird, 'cause you'd have to gain 20 obs, yeah. But they said that's the money fight, that's the mega fight, that's the money fight, that's the only thing that makes sense. The Terence say, well, you know what I mean, catchway. You can do something at a catchway what you think I like 160, or something you said 154. The high you want to go, yeah, 158. That the experts are split. But one thing's for sure, this fight has sparked arguments like never before. Fans are making their baits, analysts are sharpening their arguments, and boxing promoters or rubbing their hands together at the sheer hype surrounding this mega fight. It's building up to be more than just about it. It's an event that could redefine both fighters' careers, and trust me, the world will be watching every second of it. I've seen some stuff about with the whole Oscar de la Hoya thing. I'm glad to go away. Yeah, he's crazy. We're really good friends with Dana White. And he doesn't like Oscar de la Hoya too. I said Oscar de la Hoya has announced he's coming out of retirement to box again. Cocaine isn't cheap. I think nobody, 'cause he's a vacuum, right? Everything he's in problems. He don't have any fire. Is Ryan Garcia, because he's signed with him. Now Ryan Garcia, I think he isn't a problem with him. That's why nobody wants to be with him, because he's no lawyer. This face-to-face was almost like a symbolic checkmate for both fighters. If they can't get inside each other's heads now, they're going to have to rely on their gloves, footwork, and game plans. And let's be honest, both of them have some of the best ring IQs in the sport. So with the heat dialed all the way up, what's really at stake here? Legacy. No other word sums it up better. Both Crawford and Canelo are already two of the most accomplished fighters of the current year, but a win for either of them in this matchup is more than just another title or paycheck. It's history. Let's talk about why this fight is different. It's all about the weight groups. Crawford's been dominating at 150 pounds. But now he's going up to face Canelo, who's been crushing it at 168. This isn't just any fight, it's like two bosses from different video game levels. Going head to head, you have to ask, can Crawford handle the extra pounds? And what about Canelo's power? Is it going to be too much? Or will crate speed and skills be the game changer? This is what makes this fight special, folks. It's not just about the titles, it's about crossing those weight class lines, and that's got everyone hyped. Plus, let's not forget what's at stake here. This fight isn't just about titles, it's about legacy. For Canelo, a win would solidify his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time. For Crawford, it's a chance to prove that he's the pound-for-pound king and capable of taking down a legend. I can't go down anymore. But like he say, when they ask him for the Gur fight, they don't want to get credit for that fight. The same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's going to say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small. And then he need to enjoy his fight. He deserve it. I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I think is the type of fight or Taro is his fighter is his different 168. But like he say, nobody's going to give me credit for that. Thank you very. But it's not just the fans. Oh no, boxing promoters and exts have also jumped into the fray. Promoter Adarm called this fight a once-in-a-lifetime showdown, expecting record-breaking pay-per-view. Music numbers, that's right, run up, that's right, on the two on the toes on Canelo's reputation is already cemented, but this fight could put him in a league of his own. Crawford, on the other hand, is trying to etch his name into the history books. The stakes couldn't be higher. Interview 18. This news conference was just a taste of what's to come. The fight is set to be one of the biggest events in boxing history, and if today was any sign, we're in for an epic showdown. So who's your pick, Team Canelo or Team Crawford? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information on this blockbuster fight. This is going to be one for the BS fight fans. I'll catch you in the next film.